look like an angel, walk like an angel, talk like an angel, but I go wise. You're the devil in disguise. Oh yes you are, the devil in disguise.
Hi guys, I said I'll be back soon. There's just a little story that's come out. I don't know how true it is, but apparently when Harry and Meghan go to America for Thanksgiving, there's going to be a certain extra dinner guest at Doria's house in the form of Thomas Markle. Apparently Oprah has got some tinklings going on behind the scenes, sunshine sacks, and it's going to be like a nice, lovely, basically PR exercise to show the world that she's made up with her dad. Now, this could just be completely fabricated. I like to think that Thomas Markle would have enough self-respect to not do that, given the fact that he has recently agreed to help the Mail on Sunday with their court case. Now all of a sudden your daughter wants you to meet her, even though she said before that you'll never ever see your grandson. That would be red flags for me. Put two and two together, she just wants you to drop the lawsuit or the case or whatever evidence that you were going to give against her. So straight away, that doesn't seem like so genuine. Two sunshine sacks, they are... well, they're damage control PR, aren't they? Meghan has started wearing clothes more than once. They call it recycling, but just, you know, being a normal person, she has been seen wearing a lot of her clothes since the South Africa tour that she has worn before. The shock, the horror, my God, she must be hating it. It has started off rumours that she's been cut off from Charlie's purse, but I'm not willing to believe that yet. I'll believe it when I hear about it from Charles himself. So Thomas Markle has been pretty badly treated by his daughter, but also by the press. The press, from the moment that they found out Meghan's dad was a bankrupt old boy living in Mexico, they went after him. They took lots of pictures of him. They unfortunately took pictures of him coming out of shops with beer, with takeout and stuff, and it's like they were being really cruel by making him out to be this fat, layabout, reclusive guy that just drinks beer and eats takeaway all the time. But Meghan didn't do anything to stop that from happening. She never once, she loves to get her friends to talk about how wonderful she is, but the only time she got her friends to speak about her dad was to vilify him, crucify him, and to speak about that letter. So I don't understand why Thomas Markle got so much grief when he did do those posed pictures, when he said, I was just trying to show the world that I wasn't this, you know, fat layabout dad that was just living his life wasting away in Mexico. And it made me feel sorry for him, because if that is genuine, all he was reading about himself, that, you know, he's bankrupt, they were digging up ex-wives, they were digging up about stuff that he did 30 years ago. His daughter wasn't defending him. He'd never met his future son-in-law. I can't believe that Harry never met him. I can't believe that the royal family didn't insist on meeting more of Meghan's family. So it makes you think, what story did she tell? It's come out as time's come on that Meghan grew up with a very large, loving family. She was spoilt rotten by her father. She had the best education. She wasn't kind of born with a silver spoon in her mouth to the level of Harry, but she was given a hell of a lot more than what most girls are growing up. You know, her dad paid for her college education. I've read that she got to go to a private sorority where you have to pay a lot of money to be part of this exclusive rich girls club. Her dad covered all of these costs. Doria wasn't around. She lived with her dad from the age of 11 till she was 18, 19. Her siblings say that he absolutely adored her. The teachers from Meghan's school all say that her dad absolutely doted on her. He'd help out with everything to do with the school. She was his little princess. And, you know, that she was the one out of all of these children, maybe because they were a bit older because he came into the money, but she was the one that was spoilt rotten. She was brought up on film sets. He'd do anything for her. I've read so many nice things about him. There was pictures of him in 2018. He and a bunch of friends went down to a part of Mexico where there's lots of kids to do with the border, and they'd hand out food and presents for them at Christmas. The beer that, you know, the bags of beer that they kept getting, you know, photographs of Thomas Markle with, he was actually giving to guards that look after the compound where he lives. So what if the guy occasionally had takeout? But basically, they just made him out to be this really horrible person. Meghan never defended him. And then it comes to the wedding. I find it very odd that Doria got special hand-delivered notifications of the engagement. She got the official announcement, the wedding, sort of like golden Charlie and the Chocolate Factory ticket, she had that hand delivered to her. If Thomas was really invited to the wedding, where was his? Why was he never invited over? Why did Harry never meet him? Why did they never fly him over to the UK? I've said in previous videos, what was he going to do? Fall off the plane and know exactly where to go? I mean, the security, the protocols, you don't think the Queen would have liked to meet Meghan's dad? So I think Meghan had told some real whoppers at this point. So Thomas Markle defended himself by saying he did the pictures because he just wanted to prove to the world that he wasn't this horrible villain that everyone was making him out to be. That made it worse because then he got crucified for faking the pictures. Then Meghan's letter, when that all came out, the infamous letter, he also had 2 heart attacks. And she never once asked him in that letter, I hope that you're okay, sorry that you nearly died twice. It was just crucify, crucify, crucify. And yet people still talk about Thomas Markle. He's this terrible, evil person. But I think, is he? Is he not just an injured father that has given his daughter absolutely everything he possibly could, to the point that he, got in lots of debt after he spent his lottery winnings? And he's not being looked after later on in life. Harry have literally fed him to the wolves. I mean, how Harry could do that? I mean, losing a parent, you'd think it would make him all the more kind of family bound. But Meghan's completely cut off from her whole family, because I think it works with the whole orphan act that she does that probably lured Harry in. I've seen some videos on YouTube where people have talked about this, that Meghan played the little victim because then it got, Harry's sense of the protector mode came in, puff out his little chest, wanted to protect her. But let's be honest, she's told a fair few whoppers. And I don't understand the hatred towards Thomas Markle. I felt sorry for him when I saw him on TV talking to Piers Morgan. There's been moments where he's got angry, and you can see that he's really frustrated by the situation. Meghan had said through her friends in People magazine that she'd reached out to him, yet he ignored her. And it's like, well, I'm not really sure I believe that one. I think it was quite clearly the other way around. But Thomas had shown the number that he had for her. I think that she was just embarrassed of her dad, and she cut him off, the same as she's cut off all of her family. Doria sadly serves a purpose. That's why she's wheeled out every so often, and I think that is disgraceful. But Meghan isn't opposed to using people. So if this rumour does turn out to be true about getting daddy round for Thanksgiving, I don't think it's going to be for genuine warmth. It's going to be for earning some extra PR, because our little crazy fans will be like, oh look, she's so wonderful, she's made up with her dad. It's like, well, she's been a pretty nasty bee to him for the last, 2 years now. When I look about what Thomas Markle really did, that earned him the vilification that he got, her ghosting him, her cutting him off, everything that he did he really do anything that wrong? How do we know that he wasn't really manipulated by those reporters that went over there and said, oh, we know exactly how the English press work, we take these pictures, everyone will get a different idea of you? The People magazine, with the letter talking about that, Thomas Markle had apparently said to Meghan, let's get a picture. And the way that her friends spoke about in People magazines, it was like, oh yeah, let's do this so I can get money out of it. But when you actually read the letter, he's saying, why don't we get a picture together so the press will just leave us alone? And I'm entitled to be more on the side of Thomas Markle. It is Meghan's family drama, and I know that none of us should really be talking about it. It should literally be her own business. But because she's never resolved it, because she's never done anything, and she gets friends to talk about it and feeds tidbits to newspapers and stuff, this drama has been continuous since the wedding. So people have seen so much of Thomas Markle, people feel like they know him now. So it's caused, again, what is Meghan good at? Division. So she has completely ghosted her entire side of the family apart from her mum. She has now got Harry to completely ghost his side of the family. Who do you believe in this scenario? I just see a continuous pattern with Meghan, and as I said before, I'm really sorry, I know people are going to bash me for this, I don't think she's that nice a person. And if I was Thomas Markle and Oprah was knocking at my door offering to do this kind of let's do a family wonderful gathering, it would be amazing, we'll show the world that you've reunited. Red flags, Thomas, don't do it. It is purely because she wants to manipulate you so you drop the Mail on Sunday case, because she'll want you on side for that, and then you'll probably never see your grandson, your son-in-law or her ever again. But Again, this is news that is coming from social media and tabloids, and what do we sometimes have? We sometimes have fake news. But please tell me what you think. Is it just a bit of gossip going around? Is it wishful thinking? Everyone wants that nice, look, just before Christmas she's made up with her dad. Do you think this is Meghan planting the stories just to get us all talking about her? If you were Thomas Markle, what would your reaction be? I know what my reaction would be, and it would be a foot up someone's butt and a door slammed in their face. So that's it for me now, just to give you something to think about. I'll be back as soon as possible, and yeah, just let me know, leave some messages and stuff, and I'll speak to you really soon. Bye.
If you like my video, please remember to like and subscribe. Please, angry typists, you will be blocked, so save your fingers of time. Love, Taz. P.S. For everyone that keeps complaining about the chipmunk voice, it's here to stay. I like him.